Oh, it was a cool place to come to. Just hustle and bustle going all the time. What they were trying to do is showcase the citrus industry,
Standing like a giant map tack near the geographic and population center of the state, the Citrus Tower was completed in 1956 and has since become a popular attraction for travelers on Highway 27.
The plan was to have a restaurant and a gift shop, a tourist attraction, to where they could just run up the elevator and look down on all the citrus trees, because this is rolling hills in this area, the sand in the hills and the lakes, and it was a very pretty view. As they continued to build up and up and up, they decided that the higher they got, the better it looked, and they just went on up higher.
Climaxing a visit to the Citrus Tower is a trip aboard one of a fleet of amphibious ducks, a scenic hour-long tour of the area's groves, lakes, and residential areas.
It was, back in those days, it was one of Florida's main tourist attractions. The big three was Silver Springs, the Citrus Tower, and Cypress Gardens. And that was before the turnpike was built, so in Highway 27 was the main thoroughfare north and south, where the tourists always went. They'd go to Silver Springs, where the Tarzan movies was filmed, and then they'd come to the Citrus Tower and go up to the top. It was the center of Lake County, the center of the citrus industry. Lake County at the time produced more citrus than the whole state of California.
And it flourished better here than anywhere else on earth. Fresh Florida citrus, a way of life.
Our experts told us this fruit is the finest. For this reason, we wanted its juice to remain exactly as it comes from the fruit, unchanged, nothing added. All of its healthful vitamin C retained. We found a way to do this. Now, let's follow this finest fruit from the tree through the plant to the table. It is thoroughly cleansed. Then operators spot and remove any fruit that is not in perfect condition. The oranges are channeled to extractors, where each fruit is cut in half and squeezed to produce fresh juice. The fresh juice travels into this giant machine, which removes most of the water from the juice, leaving the bright, pure concentrate of Florida oranges. After further processing, the concentrate is poured into containers, in which it will remain until opened by the housewife. Within seconds, the canned juice is on its way to the tunnel freezer, where it remains for several hours at temperatures of 20 degrees below zero. The concentrate goes into the frozen food department to make it easy for the housewife to find it. And she does find it.
1 spoonful of crystals in a glass of ice water, and presto, you have pure orange juice.
Florida is bathed in the frost-defying warm waters of the Gulf Stream. The mild climate and rich soil have encouraged the growth of a great citrus industry in the central and southern parts of the state.
We were dominated in the 70s by citrus. Now that industry has been wiped out by the cold weather. People talk about global warming. I don't know where they're talking about. We get colder and colder every year around here. No question that freezes. The whole point coming up the tower was to look down on the citrus trees, and they're not here any longer. That would by far have the biggest impact. The tower has taken 3 hits over the years, I guess. The first hit was when the turnpike was built. It took a lot of traffic off of the highway. The second hit was the investors that I bought the tower from. They really kind of milked the tower, and it went downhill, and not much maintenance was done. And then the third hit was the freezes of the 80s, wiped out the citrus industry in this area. I was in the citrus business until 1989. I finally threw in the towel and went into the real estate business, and then had the opportunity to purchase the tower in 1995, and that's kept me busy ever since.
She couldn't resist the temptation, but it might mean that one governor will have to do without his glass of juice at breakfast some morning.
Since then, I've learned to fall in love with it.
There is none to compare with it. no quality that can compete with it.
Here, drum majorette Mary Jane Van Dyes, national baton twirling champion, performs in connection with the dedication of this section of the highway as Citrus Boulevard.
It's Clermont's claim to fame. You pick up the phone and call anywhere in the country and they mention the Citrus Tower and they'll say, yeah, I know where, I've been to that tower. Sometime in my life I've been there. I don't know where Clermont is, but I know where the Citrus Tower, I've been there.
The rainbow of this road has not one, but dozens of pots of gold for the interested traveler, as you have seen on Guided Tour.
A citrus grove that covers the state, orange color shades of green, sunshine overhead. A citrus grove that covers our land, taking sunshine from the trees. And here's a special Florida man, taking sunshine for you and